I was having issues. I was there was some technical difficulties, but we fixed it. Hopefully it's working on everywhere. I know that Twitch is working. The YouTube should also be working, but I gotta give me 1 second. I need to check on the YouTubes. Make sure it's doing all right. Okay, I think you guys are good on YouTube too. Okay. Hopefully audio's okay. Yeah, I do adjust some things, but I think we're good. New gloves today. These gloves, I'll be honest, these gloves feel kind of weird. I don't love them. I wanted to get like those disposable gloves, like the black ones, the black like chef gloves. That's like really aesthetic online and stuff like that, but I couldn't find them. When I was out shopping the other day, so I for now just settled for this because I just needed some kind of new gloves since the white ones they're a little stained from they're a little stained from last stream with the carrots. The carrots were a bit orange, so it didn't go so well, but we're okay now. A new glove. Today we're making Mapo tofu. It's a relatively simplified version. I'm like kind of half following a recipe in the sense that there's a recipe I'm going off of sort of, but a lot of it's sort of in my brain. So I will leave the recipe down in the description after the stream, but it may not be exact because a lot of it is I am following just in my brain. But yeah, we got soft tofu. We don't have black bean sauce, so we're using dobanjang instead, which should be fine. It's just going to be slightly less salty, I think. And then I think that'll be alright. Got our ginger, got our garlic. This is just for beef stock. Use beef stock or chicken stock. I'm choosing to use beef today. Because my options are beef or veggie from what bouillons I have. So we're gonna use beef today. And then Szechuan peppercorns. And ideally, if you can, you should also get the Szechuan powder. Hi, cat. Hi. He's been sitting here. But yeah, you should look for the peppercorn powder if you can. In my case, I could only find the whole peppercorns, the whole dried ones. So we're gonna kind of improvise. Part of what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a Szechuan peppercorn oil to use for today, to be able to distribute more of that flavor. But normally you don't have to do that for this. Normally you can just use a few of these and then like half a teaspoon ish of like of the peppercorn powder. But since we don't have to today, we're gonna improvise by infusing it a little bit. First thing I am gonna do though is I don't know what to do first actually. I think to start off, I think we're gonna chop up our aromatics. So it's gonna be this guy, and then some green onions. That's probably how we're gonna start. Hi. So everything else is gonna be set aside. Today should also be a relatively quick cook. The cook should go by pretty quickly. It shouldn't take that long. Maybe an hour, maybe a full hour and a half, and then we'll chill and eat for half an hour or so, something like that. Okay. Okay, how much do I need? I'm gonna do like. How much do I need? Where's my knip? I didn't grab my knip yet. It's been a while. It's been a while to get off. I gotta hone my knife. I have to sharpen it. I have to do like a full sharpen it at some point. Maybe I'll do that stream like next week or something. I gotta do a full sharpen of my knife. Is this enough? This knob? That's probably enough, honestly. And then I probably want like 3 or 4 cloves. Two good ones. Another pretty big one. And then we'll do 5. We'll do a little extra. Why not? Yeah, hi chat, it's been a while. By a while, I mean last time we streamed was Saturday. It's honestly a normal time, but I always feel like whenever we do the Wednesday stream, it's been a while because it's just been a couple days. So I'm always always feel like it's been longer than it actually has. Okay, first off, I think I'm just gonna actually just scrape off the skin. I've talked about this before. Just use a spoon to peel your ginger. Honestly, is the easiest way to do it. And depending on the dish, you might not even need to. If you're just using it for soup and you're gonna fish it out later anyway, I wouldn't even bother peeling it. But since we're putting it in we're gonna actually be eating it ultimately, it's probably best that we peel it. Oh my god, this is a juicy ginger. I did not expect it. Usually the ginger I get is like a little old, a little dry. So, but today, oh my god, it's really juicy. It's very wet. I was not expecting that. You like the smell of ginger? No, you don't. The cat does not like the smell of ginger. I will say, I feel like these gloves, I feel like I have a little more control. I feel like they're a little more like form-fitting. So it might be a little easier to work with. I'm not confident yet. We'll see what happens when we actually start cutting things. And our garlic's getting to a point where it's a little old now, so we're gonna have to cut out the middles. As per usual, because I don't use them fast enough. Not dumb. And I'm not like super concerned about it. Because I can just do this. It just takes a little extra time. Get out of here. You got one? You got your room? Oh, you're actually okay. We'll leave you alone. The rest of these guys probably do, though. Oh, you're good. Maybe my girlie's okay. Maybe my girlie's not that old. Maybe he's doing alright, actually. Okay. One more guy. Also, chat, I hope the audio is okay. I know a lot of you are lurkers, but if anyone's willing to just give a quick thumbs up if the audio is okay, I'd appreciate it. With my current setup, I can't hear y'all. Well, I guess I could. I guess I could. Hold on. You might hear double me for a second. One second. Big love. Love. Please help. Hold. Okay. Testing. Okay, we're good. Okay. There, I did it. Okay, but we're good. We're good in the audio. I got it. Okay. Now he's gonna chop these up into little mince pieces. Okay, hold on. This glove. Okay. Hi. Why are you here? You don't want garlic. Why are you here, huh, cat? What are you doing? I'm not gonna. I don't think you want a piece of garlic. I don't think that's your speed, so to speak. It's it's kind of about the same in terms of my dexterity with this glove versus the old ones. It's about the same. Maybe slightly better. Not by a ton. No garlic press. I have a garlic press. It's not very good, which is why I don't use it. Because it mostly just mushes the garlic, and then it doesn't actually pass through most of it. So no garlic press, unfortunately. It would be nice to have them. Although I don't think in like a single quantity I ever use like that much garlic. It's very, very rare for me to use like that much garlic. So I'm not too concerned. And then I guess we can squeeze the garlic a bit. Try to get it a little more fine. I don't have to though, because I think most of it's gonna get cooked down while it's in the sauce anyway. So it's not the biggest deal in the world. Okay, that's a pretty good amount of garlic. Honestly, that's probably more than I needed. If the one from IKEA, is it good? Is the IKEA garlic press good? What's it called? Is it called like the garlic pressin? Or like the alu press? And then ginger too. I don't know about you guys. I am not a person that wants to bite into ginger. I really can't stand like the feeling of biting into ginger. So I want to try to make this like as fine as possible for myself. I want this to basically melt in the dish. I don't want to know that the ginger is there as much as possible. It's the same reason why when I eat like sushi, I almost never eat the sushi ginger, because even that is like too bitey for me. That one's okay though. The sushi ginger is okay. It's like not that strong. It's pretty weak, but I still don't prefer it. But especially like fresh ginger like this, I don't like biting into it. I like the flavor of it, so I want it to just melt into the dish. I don't want to bite it. For some reason, the only exception to this is like ginger chicken or like ginger pork, where it's like it's all ginger. And then from that, I can like I guess I like know what to expect, so I just like deal with it. Because I like that. I like ginger chicken and ginger pork, but ginger bits in like anything else, I don't want to bite it as much as I can. But yeah, I do like the flavor of ginger. Ginger does taste yummy. This should be fine enough. This should pretty much completely melt down when we use it. Awesome. Okay. And then we also need our green onions. And for the green onions, I don't know how much we need. Maybe like 2 of them. Maybe like two green onions. Hey, come here. Or maybe 3. I just know I want the all I care about are the white parts for this for this dish. The green ones we can use the topping, but these are kind of old and wilty. So I don't know. We just want the bottoms. Hey, cats, no. I don't know if you can see him peeking, but he's here. He's interested in what's going on. Okay, we're just gonna cut off the roots and try to just like keep as much of the white parts as we can because we want the whites. Chop them relatively thin. Already messed up the first chop, but we'll try to salvage it afterwards. Worst case, we just have some chunky green onions, and that's not the worst thing in the world. Okay. You know what? We should just do the rest of this as much as we can. Not my greatest work in the world, but my dexterity is only so limited. I think he wants a rubber band. He wants to attack the rubber band. I don't know what it is about this cat. He's so aggressive against rubber bands. I don't know what he thinks it is, but he always attacks rubber bands. He's eyeing it up. I think it is. Like, watch. If there was on the play angle this. There it goes. All right, no rubber band. Don't attack the rubber band. Okay, that's our aromatics. Now I think what we need to do is I'm gonna use a relatively. I'm gonna use like a medium pot for this. It's time for our tofu. We have quite a bit actually. Okay, that should be enough water. I'm gonna put this on high just to get it going, and then it's just gonna. I want it to be in a simmer. Okay. Give my cutting board and knife quick wipe, quick cleanup. I'll clean it properly later. Also these guys. Get rid of these guys. Tofu! Not Kumo's cat, but tofu. Hey, we're just gonna use both packages. I don't know if we really need both packages, but we'll do it. In chat, we are using soft tofu today. Needs poke a little hole. Little. And that should release. hopefully. There we go. Not too bad. Cut it in half, and then boop, boop, boop. You get one more? I guess so. Boop. Can I move you? It's fine. Cat, what are you doing? You can't be here. He's sitting on the sink right now. What do you want? Hmm? You want to eat the tofu? You want to eat the tofu, cat? Huh? Come on. Come my way. Let me do my thing. Come on. There we go. Not quite. Come on. Good enough. There we go. You just have to make a little hole to release the air pressure. Okay, we're just gonna... The smart thing to do would be to just rotate the cutting board. But I'm being lazy. I'm just doing it this way. Because I have a paper towel underneath the cutting board that's keeping it still. And it's now hindering me. Okay, fine. But then I have to readjust it. It's fine. We'll make it work. Just hold still. You gotta do this very carefully. We got this. We're doing great. Awesome. One more. Oh, it broke a little bit. That's okay. We lost a little bit of tofu. Man down. That's all right. And then we're just gonna get this in here and then let that simmer for a couple minutes. That way it just kind of firms up. And then we'll set that aside until it's ready to be mixed into the sauce and everything. What am I gonna put you in? I'm gonna put the tofu in this. I want a large container so it doesn't like squish upon itself as much. It'll inevitably do that a little bit, but I want to minimize it. Okay, how are you doing? I don't need you like boiling. I just need you like simmer. Here, I'm gonna put you on high just for a little bit. Hi. What do you want? Heck, you see him? No, he's behind you guys. He's behind the chat. Here, bring him over here. Hi. You see him? You see him clawing? His way up. You see his paw? Yeah. What do you want, huh? Being annoying? You being annoying? Yeah, you are. We're just trying to cook tofu. Hi. He wants pets. Here, you can get my foot. Cat can't see, but I'm petting you with my foot. There you go. Is that good enough for you? No, he wants snackies. That's the real goal here. The pets are just his way to signify that he's trying to be cute. He's trying to be a cute-o. Cute-o cat! Okay. I think we're okay. We can lower the heat, and then now we just have to get as much as we can. To minimize any breakage. Because inevitably it's going to be a little Gonna be some, but we're trying to minimize it here. Hey. Boop. I'm gonna use chopsticks to try to spread them apart without them breaking. Come on, tofus. Come here. Come apart. Oh, that's one piece. Okay. Alright, you're fine. Okay. Heat, go back up a little bit. Alright, another go. Well, I'll try doing it in smaller batches. This feels like too much tofu, but at the same time, I think one package was too little, and I don't want to use 1.5 because I don't know what I'll use the other 0.5 block of tofu for. So this is what we're doing. Just be careful. There's gonna be some breakage, but that's fine. Once it's in the sauce and everything, we won't even be able to tell really. That's fine. Maybe I had too much water. I just don't want it to like boil over. I just want it to bubble. Do a little bubble. Nothing more. So slow down. Once I see like a little bit of bubble come up, I'll lower the heat again. Oh, then you know what'll help? I will use a small tray. I'm gonna take them out a few pieces at a time, just to try to maintain them as much as I can. Once I have determined that they are relatively firm. Come here. I'm trying not to stab them. I'm trying not to break them just by like pushing. I'm using soft tofu too, because you can also, and maybe like you possibly should use silken tofu, which is softer than this. I think silken tofu is a little too hard to work with for this process, so I wouldn't super recommend it, but it is probably the more right way. I like using soft, if not medium, like hardness tofu, like medium firmness tofu, just because I like seeing the squares of tofu at the end. Because if you use silken, a lot of it's gonna just kind of fall apart, and you're gonna have kind of like a lot of broken pieces, which I don't love as much. Hi, what are you doing up here? Oh, cat? Yeah. You can see him just peek out in the corner. You can see him peeking in. He's on the side of the sink right now. Hey, hey, hey. Too far. Back up. Back up, cat. Back up. Back up. Nope. You can step back. You can step back. There you go. He wants a rubber band. Oh. Back up. Back up, kitty. I'm gonna knock you down. I'm pulling you down. Come here. There you go. Good boy. Okay, let's give it one more minute. One more minute. Feels about right. Feels about good. Now take them out and then gently place them into our container. And then pray that they don't break. They're slip sliding around. They're maintaining though. Meow. Okay, don't break on top of each other too much, please. I'm really trying my best to conserve the shape as much as I can. Some of you will die, and that is a risk I am willing to take. Like you with the hole in your head, right there. That is a risk that is inevitable. Oh, I just destroyed one. That one's really gone. There's one in that corner up top. On like the top facing one. It's not doing very well. It rolled a little bit, it landed, and it kinda like exploded. Come on. Stop sticking to the side of the pot. Come here. I'm trying to like spread out the weight. It's like they're like crushing themselves under the weight of each other. Is it tofu bun for the burger? No, it's not tofu bun. We're making Mapo tofu today. We're making spicy tofu. Alright, this guy, we're done with you. Hold on, this guy. Not a tofu burger today. In the future, though. We will make tofu burger in the future. Okay. Beef time? I think. No, let's do the oil. Let's do our quote unquote. Well, let's do our Szechuan oil. So you stay over here. Put you there just to have it ready. Start. We'll use this guy. I don't know how big of a pan we're gonna need for this, but I'm gonna use a medium pan and pretend that it's okay. We're gonna use a decent amount of oil for this, because boop, 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 boop. That seems like enough. And all we're gonna do is take our. I'm gonna put this like in medium heat. This might take a little while. Rip the bag open and then. Oh god, I'm losing them. Okay, the rest of these gotta go into a plastic bag. The rest of this has to go into a Ziploc. For me to use in the future. Please don't spill. If you spill, this is going to be a pain in the butt to clean. No, cat! Get off the table! I can't monitor you right now. Hey! Come on. Down. Okay. All we're gonna do is let this get heated up. Only thing we gotta make sure is that it doesn't burn. You just have to get toasty. I'm just cleaning off the strainer because we're gonna put that in here. I haven't made chili oil or stuff like that in a while, so I don't know how long this is gonna need to infuse. Chat, if you want to find this at your Asian grocery store, these are Szechuan peppercorns, but they might be labeled under dried prickly ash. Dried prickly ash seeds. What these are actually these are actually the little fruits from a prickly ash tree. And what we really want is, you see like I don't know if you can see it, the black ones pieces, and some of them are like inside the shells. That's what we really want. The shells are kind of whatever. They're like a lot weaker, a lot milder in terms of the what we want. And then if you get a bag and you see there's a lot of stems, don't even bother. The stems are useless. Like this one, I can see there's like a couple of stems. There's not a lot. It's mostly the fruit and then the seed pods. Just fine. And I don't know how long it needs to go for. I'm just going until it starts maybe changing color a little bit. Because I just don't want it to burn. They are sizzling. They are slightly sizzling. You see there's a stem right here, but it's like one. There's maybe like one more somewhere, but that's like it. This is a pretty decent bag. Also, chat, if you don't know, Mapo tofu is spicy and is Szechuan. It's a Szechuan food, and it has something called ma la spice, which is the TLDR is that there's a ma, which is like their normal spicy that you know of. It's like, spicy, my mouth hurt. And then, but there's also la spicy, which is like a numbing spice where it makes it so you can't really feel your mouth. And sometimes if it's your first time having it, it's very jarring. It's very weird. Hi Mark, welcome in. You're totally on the right stream for 5 a.m. Well, look, I was also awake at 5 a.m. But I was awake at 5 a.m. because I wanted to watch the Nintendo Direct today for the Nintendo Switch 2, which was very fun, very cool. A lot of cool games got announced. Chat, did you guys watch? Did you guys see the announcements for Nintendo Switch 2? It's kind of expensive, but I can afford it. But all the games are so cool. I'm so excited for them. I really want to play. I really want to play the Kirby Air Ride game. I want to play the new Donkey Kong game. the they showed off Silk Song, Hollow Knight Silk Song. They showed 5 seconds of it in the sizzle reel, which is insane. A lot of good stuff in it. If you haven't watched it yet, I recommend it. If you're big into like Nintendo games, definitely recommend it. If you want, if you're debating on picking up, if you think a Switch 2 is right for you, I think it's a good watch. Although a lot of the games are going to be available on Switch 1, I believe. So, it may not be completely necessary for everybody. You missed it? Oh well, you should go watch it at some point. Or at least get a summary of the announcements. But I like watching. I love the hype of watching it in it watching it live. Okay, it smells pretty good. I think we're okay. Now we have the challenge of trying to get this into this as carefully as we can. Okay. I think we just gotta go fast. Okay. Okay, we're good. We got it. We got it. We're good. A few of them are gonna drop, but that's okay. Try not to drip at the bottom, so we can wipe it off at least. Success! We did not make a giant oily mess and cause an oil fire. Thank God. Honestly, that alone is a win for today. Heard a kitty? Yeah, this is Nori. He'll show up. He'll pop in the stream every once in a while because he's waiting for me to drop food so he can steal it. His name is Nori. I have 2 cats. I have Nori and I have Furikake. Furikake has not shown up on stream before, but that's because she's a bit more shy. And by shy, I mean she's more ippy, so she's probably asleep. While Nori is very assertive. He's very assertive in that he's just gonna stick around until he gets what he wants. He's gonna stick around until he manages to get some food. We're just gonna clean off, just wipe off our cutting board and our knife real quick in case we need it for later. Because the ground beef, I only need half of it, but it's like still half frozen, so we're gonna have to cut it. Thank you, Mark, for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna need half a pound of ground beef, so we're gonna need half of this guy. This is a pound. So I always put, when I portion out my meats, I usually do them in 1 pound chunks. So this is 1 pound, so we need half of this. It's still kind of frozen, so there we go. We're gonna call this okay. Here, that's where I got it. I just cut this into like slices, basically. It's all gonna cook down anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but this will make it cook faster. I don't want it to stay together, I want it to break down into little bits. Okay. Alright, now we have to like actually wash our knife and cutting board because of the meat. So please hold while I do that. Give me 2 seconds. do any sort of meat last because anything else I'll get away with. Anything else, I'll just wipe it down and call it a day. But once we're dealing with the actual meat, we gotta practice food safety and all that, and actually clean our cutting board properly. It's a little crude, but this is going to be our Szechuan peppercorn oil. Our nummy Szechuan oil. I kind of want to test it. Here, let me just let me get another pair of chopsticks. You're hungry? Yeah, we're making Mapo tofu today. But sorry about making you hungry. Because Mapo tofu is delicious. Okay. I'm gonna take a little dip and then try it. Okay, it's doing it a little bit. We definitely could have let it go longer and gotten it stronger, but that's okay. It's like relatively light numbing right now. And I think that's alright. You don't need it to be super numbing. Because we're gonna put more in the final dish anyway. And don't worry, we're not just making little patties. We're gonna break this apart once it heats up more. And if it feels like we need more oil, I'll just throw in some of that. Because ultimately, we're going to be using mostly that. That's fine. You take it. 1 second while I put away the remainder of the beef that I didn't use. Checking on you guys, make sure y'all are okay on the YouTubes as well. Okay, cool. And then we're just gonna let this cook down and break this apart until it's reduced and we get a little, everything breaks apart properly. And no longer it's like chunks. We want it to be like completely broken apart as much as we can. Alright, hold on chat. I'm gonna turn on the fan. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it super loudly, but it's gonna be on for this section. Hey, cat, no. Stop going for the meat. Or else I'm gonna knock you down again. He's sitting on the sink right now. Back in the sink. He's looking at the beef, like waiting for his moment to strike. Okay, it's getting close to where we want it, and then I just want it to have some color. We're gonna actually turn up the heat a bit. I had it on medium, but now I'm turning it to like medium high. I want a little bit of color on this if I can get it to before we add anything else in. We'll just let that go for a minute. Let that get some color on it. Okay, while we do that actually, let me get the stock going. I could use the kettle, but the microwave will be faster. Hey! He found his moment to strike. He just wants the rubber bands. Okay, now it's getting a little bit of color. Spoon. I think we want like maybe a cup-ish of stock. This is definitely more than we need. Yeah, Nori's priorities are food and the death of rubber bands. I don't get it. Oh my god, I'm getting some of the Szechuan oil fumes are flying. Oh my god, my eyes. Holy. Be careful if you're using it. Then I want the dobanjang ready. Probably gonna use like 2 tablespoons, probably. There we go. Now we're getting some color on it. Okay, that should be good. We're gonna throw in our garlic, ginger, and scallions. Let those toast up a little bit. And then while that's happening, I'm gonna keep trying to melt down this this stock as much as I can to get it as concentrated as possible. Okay, most of it's melted now. And you probably want maybe like a cup-ish. I don't know how much is. I'm not sure how much that is in non-American units. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just put in like 2 tablespoons. There we go. No, I should just use this guy. Come on. Come on out. I give up. We're using the finger. Get in there. Here. Get in there. That's probably about a cup-ish. We will adjust to taste as we need. Now you just want to melt down the dobanjang, the bean paste. Hi. Why are you meowing, huh? Why are you mad? I think he's starting to actually smell the meat. Now he's like, alright, screw the rubber band, I want food. Okay. Okay, very strong bean flavor right now. Very strong bean smell. Okay. Meow! That's a good start, though. Okay. Now we can add. I want probably. How much oil do I want this? I want to call it around 3 tablespoons. Hopefully, this is cooled down enough where it's not going to destroy this. Okay, let's go. We put about 3 tablespoons of the Szechuan oil. And then we're gonna do like a teaspoon of the actual peppercorns in here as well. And it's definitely gonna be one of those things where if we bite into it, it's not gonna be pleasant. So be aware if you decide to do this. You don't have to do this part. And then while I'm at it, I have this chili oil. At this the garlic chili oil we had from a while ago from like Lunar New Year. I'm just gonna try to get more of the solids and get like a scoop of that in there. I don't want the oil as much as I want the solids for that. That'll just give it more of a spicy flavor. Because right now it's all la no ma. It's all numbing spice, but no actual spice so far. And then once I mix this in, I'll give it a quick taste, see how it is, and then I might add more spice or other stuff depending on what it feels like it needs. It looks good. You can smell it through the screen. Yeah, honestly, the smell's not that strong yet. It's still mostly bean and spicy. Mostly bean smell. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? You know what? I messed up. I should not have added the stock quite yet. So we're gonna have to improvise. We're gonna need this back burner. Because I forgot to put in the wine. I forgot to put in the Shaoxing wine. Alright, Chad, you're gonna go for a spin real quick. Whee! Okay, I forgot the Shaoxing wine. So I need to deglaze that. So we're doing 2 tablespoons of the Shaoxing wine. So I need to cook off the alcohol before it actually goes in. All right, time for a spin. Whee! Hey, cat, you gotta be up here. Can't be up here. Down. Okay, yeah, let's give this a taste real quick. I mostly just want the sauce. Okay, yeah, that's a good spot. It's quite spicy. It's pretty spicy. And my tongue is numb. Which is what we want. Hold on, chat. I gotta turn on the big fan. We're getting some smoke on the back burner. So the fan's gonna be a little loud for a second. I just need the wine to cook out. Okay. I think we're... Okay, we're good. That's all we needed. Because I was dumb and I forgot. Now I have an extra pan I have to clean. Truly a great mistake. Okay, big pan off. Go lower. You're simmering too much. Okay, now we just need to put in some soy sauce, some white pepper, and some sugar. And then we'll be more or less done. We'll do that, add the tofu, and we'll call it, basically. We're gonna do an ancestor's amount of soy sauce. An ancestor's amount of white pepper, I suppose. I like a little more white pepper, so put a little extra. That's for me. And then sugar, I don't know, like a teaspoon or two. I don't like having too much sugar. But that's a personal preference. Maybe like 1.5 teaspoons. 1.5. Get everything mixed in, give another taste, see if it's ready for the tofu. Pretty good time. An hour 15? More or less. We had pretty good time on this. Okay, give it a quick taste. Could use some more spice. It could stand to be a little spicier. Oh, maybe not. It builds a little bit. I think we're okay, actually. Just kidding. We're good, we're good, we're good. Okay. Other thing is cornstarch. Hey, stay there. We had a different. Oh no, use this one. Like 2 teaspoons ish cornstarch. and then like three or four teaspoons water, make a slurry. You can't see. This will go in just to thicken the sauce, and then we'll add the tofu in. There we go. Awesome. And then tofu. Yeah, hold on, let me mix this actually first. It's probably smarter. Look how sticky the sauce is now. It's all thick. Alright. Hold on, there's some water. I'm trying to drain some of it. That's all we're gonna get. Now, we just try to stir this around without it completely breaking. Meow, hi. I know some of it's going to be inevitable that's going to break, but that's okay. Then we'll probably end up topping with some green onions too. Okay, only thing I think is I can maybe have put in a little more of the chili oil, but I think the flavor wise, because I just want a little bit more of a red pop, but since I think it's at a good level of spice, you know, it still looks okay as is. Okay, let me get another taste. But like an actual full bite this time. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Could have used a little more spice? Maybe. But it's pretty good as it is. Awesome. Okay. That was easy. That's it. It's not that hard. Pretty quick. Hour 20. Including the time that we were yapping. So really more like an hour. Let me just put some stuff away. Real quick. And then we'll get ready to eat. And then we can yap for a little while. Okay. Wonderful. This guy, you go in the sink. Take care of that later. Okay, let's heat up some rice. I still have a whole bunch of leftover rice, so we're doing that. So it's gonna take a minute. Where's food? I don't know how much rice I want. Okay, that should be enough. That should be good. I can't close the zip lock with these gloves! They don't slide! I can't close my sugar! I kind of made it work. Okay, well, some of these green onions are a little sad, but we're already using them, so beggars can't be choosers. Here, I'll get rid of some of the bad ones. Some of like the really some of the really wilty ones. Like you. Or this guy. These ones are having trouble. Those are fine. I'll leave those. This guy goes. I'll throw away these ones. Chat, this is real. This is like real behind the scenes. No YouTube editing to hide. This is just real old vegetables that I have in the fridge. That's probably enough. I'll get more if I need to. Okay. I'm just gonna spread out our rice a little bit. And then you can go off. Now get some scoops. I want some nice whole pieces for the visual as much as I can. Yeah, like this guy right here in the middle. I'm trying to like cover the whole thing in sauce. Ah, hot, it's getting hot. Okay. Presentation wise, quick clean. Quickly wipe it, wipe the edges. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. You go here. In the back. Make yourself look full. Whoa! That's been on the entire time. I didn't realize the back burner was still on this entire time. Oopsie. I put it on there, I was like, why is it bubbling? Because it was on like medium high this entire time. Okay, well it's gonna get the bubble for a little while. Green onions. Not exactly the most aesthetic green onion placement in the world. Let me just like put this kind of median out for the picture. Some could be on top. That's okay. Oh god, I forgot I forgot these chopsticks were in the oil. My mouth, I can feel it. Yeah, the never-ending Mapo tofu. The tofu? Yeah, we made Mapo tofu. Spicy Chinese Szechuan tofu. Hold on, chat. We're gonna put this here. Give me 1 second. Let me get the picture for Twitter. And then we'll eat. I just gotta get my glove off. This glove is a lot harder to take off than the old one. It's stuck! Yeah, you got it. Yeah, chat, you guys will get a bite, don't worry. I just gotta take the picture. And then chat, you guys can be parasocial. And pretend to eat with me. Okay, it's not the greatest looking Mapo tofu in the world, but it looks okay. That's alright. Also, welcome in Nameless. Thank you for the comments. Hold on, let me just... The dish looks like a piece of art? That's too much. I feel like it looks okay at best. I love doing presentation. I love trying to make things look nice. Hold on. This glove is hard to put on and take off. Okay. Alright. Got our pictures. Everything's cool. How's our battery looking on the camera? We got a little bit of time. It's on 24%. I'll swap it out when it runs out. We got some time. Okay, spoon. Oh, I'm gonna use my Chinese spoon. Okay. Alright, I already got a taste of it earlier. So chat, you guys can have your first bite. Okay, fan off first. Okay. Little bit of everything. All right, chat. Say put your parasocial hat on. Say ow. Good. Very meaty. A little bit spicy. I can't feel my fucking tongue. The peppers come through very well. The tofu is very soft, but firm enough to not completely fall apart, which is nice. I was worried that I cooked it for too long. I was worried I cooked it for too long. But we're good. It's like just right. Yum yum. Okay, I'm gonna try some with the green onion too. Alright, chat. Before the battery ends up dying, let me just do my quick shill. If you're new here, I stream on YouTube, Twitch, and normally TikTok. Right now I can't do TikTok, but normally I do. But YouTube and Twitch, Matsuo Kumagaya on everywhere. Whatever username you see here, wherever you're watching, it's the same everywhere else, including Twitter and everything like that. I mostly stream cooking content, and then I also do some game stuff. Right now, we're doing a series once a week on Fridays or Saturdays, where we're cooking through the Stardew Valley cookbook, doing every recipe in that cookbook. We are only a few weeks in, but it's gone so pretty well so far. We've only got easy recipes, but the hard ones are upcoming soon. So if you want to see that, make sure to follow Follow the channel. Hi, cat. Hi, kitty. You're trying to help Shill. Thank you. Follow the channel, and follow Twitter. Join the Discord. The easiest way to access the Discord is on Twitch or YouTube. Stream ending soon? No, we're gonna eat. We're gonna eat through the whole thing, so you got at least like 20 minutes. And I'm just doing my spiel for people to follow and stuff like that. We're not ending quite yet. Because these also get uploaded as YouTube videos, so I try to do the intro and outro at some point as well. Yeah. Stardew Valley Cookbook. Every week. Discord in down below in the description, or the bio thing on Twitch is the easiest way to get to that. Where we just people can hang out. I post random bullshit like for like today there was the Nintendo Direct, so I just like yelled my thoughts into the void there. And that was fun. Also, I do that on Twitter. I do that on Twitter sometimes. But yeah. Oh, and also I forgot to do my intro, so hold on. We're gonna splice things a little bit. Did I do my intro? I did do the intro. Never mind. We don't need to. We're good. I remember now. We did do an intro for Mapo Tofu. Never mind. It's too hot. I tried to take a big bite. I was not prepared. Okay, am I most excited for? See, the cop-out answer would be Silk Song. The cop-out answer would be I'm most excited for Silk Song, but I refuse to believe that game truly exists until that game is out and I have booted up. I have bought the game and I have booted it up and it is on my PC. Until that happens, I do not believe that Silk Song is a real game. Hi. But other than that, I'm actually the most excited for the Donkey Kong game. I'm really excited for the new I think it's called Donkey Kong Bonanza. And it's a new Donkey Kong 3D platformer, which we haven't gotten a Donkey Kong 3D platformer since like 1998 or something. Whenever the last Donkey Kong Country came out. Hi. You can't have this one. You can't have this food. Normally I give you like a little piece of the food. You can't eat this food. Cat. Are you okay? Yeah, we're good. We're good. Sorry, it was just hot. Hi, how's the cat? He's meowing. Hi. I don't know if chat can see him. Chat, you guys can't see him. Scoot up a little bit. There. Sit there. No, he doesn't want to sit up there. You're only interested in Mario World, but has a Mario Kart World, or in whatever potential Mario like 3D platformer comes out at some point. I'm assuming you're talking about Mario Kart World. But yeah, Mario Kart World is really interesting. It is a little expensive, but I will probably end up getting the bundle, the Switch 2 plus Mario Kart bundle. So effectively, the game is only $50. But Kirby Air Ride is also going to be really cool. I wasn't actually the biggest fan of Kirby Air Ride growing up. I liked playing City Attack, which is like the versus mode. But other than that, I didn't really play the actual game that much. So Kirby Air Ride's kind of for me, if I'm being honest. Other game I'm really excited for is a remaster for Bravely Default. It's I think a lot of people probably don't care about it, but it's an RPG. It's an RPG with a really wonderful story. Really, really fun. Super unique mechanics. Because the mechanic is that you can brave and you can default. So basically, if you default, you like hold your turn and it basically can stack up to 4. You can stack additional turns. And then when you brave, you take that additional turn. Like this is per character, so it's like an additional attack. But it can be like an attack or an item or a magic attack or whatever. So it's like their turn, quote unquote. So like what you can do is you can hold like your turn for everybody, and then if the bad guy is like weakened on a particular turn, you just unleash hell and you just blast him 12 times in a row. It's awesome. I'm a big fan. It also has it had a really unique quality of life mechanics that at the time when it first released, no other RPGs had, where it was stuff like you can go into the options menu and adjust the encounter rate. If you're like, I'm fucking overpowered, I'm done, I don't want to fight any more enemies except for the bosses, you can turn that encounter rate to 0 and then just fucking walk. Obviously, if you do that the entire game, you're gonna be underleveled, but you can do that if you're just like, I don't want to risk dying to like a random mob, or like I just don't feel like fighting. Or you can turn the encounter rate up to 200 and be like, I'm grinding. I want to grind right now. I want to fight these enemies. I'm going to turn up the rate to 200% and just have a million fights. What's on the computer? You guys. My laptop is here, and this is where I look at chat and I see this is where I look at chat and everything. This is where my chat is, my stream preview and everything. And then I also have like my controls for my music and stuff too. I also have my phone for the actual like live preview, so I can see exactly what you guys are seeing. If I need to, I can turn up the audio on that and then hear what you guys are hearing. All right, chat. Parasocial hat's on. Time for another bite. Put your hat on. Say ah. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. Again, it could do with a little more spice, but it's like not necessary. But it's like if you're feeling like you want more spice, it could. If you're a type of person that wants more spice generally, then maybe a little more. But I think for most people, this is a pretty good level. Oh yeah, it's in the that's still on. Chat, I'm still technically sponsored by Zenless Zone Zero for this month. So if you want to download Zenless Zone Zero and get some free stuff, it helps me out too. I'll probably play Zenless again next week on stream, since new character is coming out. I'll probably play some, maybe. I don't know. I already met all my requirements, but if you guys have any interest in playing Zenless Zone Zero, download the game, play it, and on PC, helps me out. This is good. Hold on, I need water. I realized this entire time I haven't had water. Your favorite anime is Tokyo Revengers. Not everyone's favorite, but you love it. I like Tokyo Revengers. It's not the greatest show in the world. I read the manga. I've read the entire manga. So I know everything that happens. Hi. You can't have any today. It's too spicy. You can have it. Thank you for the hydrate with me. Yeah, I've read the entirety of Tokyo Revengers. I do like it, ultimately. It has a lot of problems, but it's pretty fun. I don't remember. There's another manga that has a really similar concept, but I remember it doing it better. It has a really similar concept of like the time traveling to be able to like, and then ends up joining like a gangster, like a youth delinquent gangster situation. But I just don't remember what it's called off the top of my head. But there is another series that's very similar to Tokyo Revengers. If you look up like Reddit, like I like Tokyo Revengers, like what other recommendations? People will probably find it for you. Like, people will probably have that. That's like, it's probably like the first thing that comes up. But I just don't remember off the top of my head. But hey. I still think it's fun. I think Mikey is cool. I like Draken. He's my favorite character. Although I believe that if I remember right, Tokyo Revengers is based off of like the author's life, because he used to be a delinquent. Except the author was Draken. The author, like in his real life, was Draken, which is kind of crazy. Chat, what other anime have you guys been watching? It's a new season, right? Things just started airing. I know Apothecary Diaries have been popping off. I really want to go back and catch up. It looked really good. I don't know what other animes have been airing this season. Yeah. It's cool you didn't know that? Yeah. Tokyo Revengers is based off of the author. Except the author is Draken, not Takamichi. Solo leveling? Okay, solo leveling, my hot take is I don't think solo leveling is very good. I've read the manhwa. I've read the webtoon. Solo leveling is cool, but it's just it's all cool shots. I think the story, it's kind of but it's cool. I'll give it that. Solo leveling is just like cool scenes and like omae wa mo shindeiru the entire time, and it's fun. Dandadan is also super fun. I love Dandadan. I'm not fully caught up right now on the manga, but I'm mostly caught up, I believe. Dandadan is awesome. Dandadan is probably one. It's definitely up there for me. It has, it's got its weird bits, but most shows have a couple of weird bits that you gotta look past. So I'm not gonna be so much of a stickler about that kind of a thing. I'm gonna put the rest of these green onions on because I don't know. I don't want to bother storing them, so I'm just gonna eat them. Yeah. So I like Dandadan a lot. Hi, Keeper. Welcome in. Pet the cat? Yeah, he's here. Hi, Kitty. I don't know. I don't think you can quite see him. He's just off camera. You might like peek in just barely. He's literally right here, like right off to the side. You can see his shadow, I think. Sometimes you can see his shadow. Your favorite all-time is Mob Psycho 100? Mob Psycho 100 is, I think, also probably my favorite. I think that's genuinely top 3 minimum for me. I love Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho is definitely top 3 shows for me. Along with Mob Psycho is like maybe it's Ping Pong the animation, and I don't know what the third would be. Maybe Made in Abyss, maybe like Odd Taxi. No, the third in no particular order is definitely Bakemonogatari. Bakemonogatari is definitely Bakemonogatari, Mob Psycho 100, and what did I say? Ping Pong the animation are top 3 interchangeable. That's what I would say. Have you seen Vivi? Is that the one that's near but not near Hatsune Miku? Is the Hatsune Miku android? Is that the one? Or am I thinking something else? because that one's pretty fun, but it is just near Automata. Near Automata. Except she's Hatsune Miku. I don't remember her name. Her name is literally Vivi, right? And it's like the post-apocalyptic. It's like a post-apocalyptic world. She's like an android that's like Hatsune Miku. She's like a singer, but it turns out that she's like a combat robot or something. And then she like gains consciousness and wants to like stop it or something like that. You think maybe? Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm pretty sure that's the show that I watched the first episode. I was like, this is just near. This is just near, but she's Hatsune Miku. Bungo Stray Dogs is also up there for me, but I also like the whole fact that the characters are based off of books. Yeah, I haven't watched a lot of Bungo Stray Dogs. What's really funny actually is, hold on. Growing up, before Bungo Stray Dogs became like really popular, between me and my friends, since like middle school, our default name for like a dumb NPC, because we play D&D and stuff like that all the time, or we just like make up random BS stories. When we had like an NPC that we just didn't know what, like, who they are, what they did, what their name was, we would call them Bungo the Dwarf. We would always have a Bungo the Dwarf in every story, every campaign. So when Bungo Stray Dogs came out, we were like, oh my god, Bungo's real! That's insane! So I've never been able to take that show seriously. I've only watched, I think, the first season of it. I did like it, I just can't take the show seriously. Is somebody wrong, maybe honest? Oh, for Vivi? Maybe I'm thinking something else. Maybe I'm thinking something else, I'm not sure. I like Atsushi. I don't know what Atsushi is. Maybe if I hear the full name, I'll know it, but I'm not sure. Hi, Ellie. Welcome in. Welcome back. Today we made Mapo tofu. We made Chinese Szechuan Mapo tofu. We're not eating. We're just chilling and eating now. Ugh. And I guess we're talking about anime today, which is fine. I haven't watched a lot of anime recently, but I used to watch a lot of anime. I think for a good while, for a good like 4 or 5 years, I was watching like every seasonal show that was available. It was like 19 shows every season. There's a lot. Mapo tofu makes me think of the anime Food Wars. Yeah, I actually almost labeled today's stream Mapo tofu from Food Wars, but I didn't want to like fully commit to like making it authentic to the show, because I just wanted to do it like my basic recipe. So I didn't go through with it, but I also thought of Food Wars. But maybe I'll do a Food Wars series at some point. There's a lot of food from Food Wars that I could make. A lot of it's not too hard. A lot of it's just kind of a pain in the ass. Like even like the first episode, like the gotcha pork roast, it's not that hard. It's just kind of a pain. Hi Ray, welcome. Thank you for the head pat. You're getting scammed because I don't have my full model on today. But thank you for the head pat anyway. What I want to make for Food Wars is it's from like season 3. It's from the Chinese guy, the short Chinese guy. He's like the fourth seat or whatever. No, he doesn't even make it, does he? 'Cause I think Soma makes it. It's the pepper buns that you put on they put on the side of the, they have like the cylinder oven. You put it on the side to cook. You stick it to the side of the oven to cook, and then it like gives like the char on the bottom of it, and then like when you serve it, you like scoop it out. I think that's actually I think it was Soma, but I think that was him in like competition with the Chinese guy with the fourth C or whatever it is. I don't know. I don't remember if he's fourth or like third or what, but something like that. Yeah, the pepper butt. Yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you for the hydrate keeper. Ugh. And I, yeah. What other food wars? What other food wars things should we make? Pepper buns. If we really want to ball out, we could do Alice's lunchbox. Alice's like gastronomy sushi lunchbox that has like 24 different pieces of sushi that are all like different ways to like implement gastronomy and cooking. That's kind of insane, but that might be like a fun like that might be a fun endeavor to try. Mm-hmm. Or like something that looked really good, but when I think about it, probably actually didn't taste very good. Is Megumi's terrine, the 7-layer terrine. Because I don't know how experienced you guys are with French cuisine. Terrines are not my favorite. It's vegetable jello. Terrines are just vegetable jello. It's not phenomenal. It just looks really pretty. You tried that one dish where Soma had frozen egg and stuff. Oh, like the not kakigori, but the transforming soup egg things on the rice, the transforming rice dish from like it's like episode 2, right? Yeah, that's pretty doable. That I could do that one. 'Cause I've done stuff like that before. I've just not done it in like that form. Because I've made like soup dumplings before. It's the same process pretty much, where you make like the jelly cubes and then you can put it on something and it melts. So I could do that in theory. All I remember is the bacon wrapped potato dish. Yeah, that's the gotcha pork roast from like the first episode. It's not that hard. It really is not hard. It's just a pain to make because you just need a lot of bacon and you just gotta form it. Most of it's just forming it. And that's like the dish that everyone that's like that wants to make like shokugeki food. It's like the gotcha pork roast. It's iconic. It's from the first episode, and like I don't really want it. I don't want to make that. It's when Arina went to Soma's room and he had the frozen egg coated in batter and fried it. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I don't remember that super well, but I think I know what you're talking about. You gotta go lay down. The tofu was yummy. Yeah. Wait, chat. One more bite. The camera's gonna die in a second, I think. But take a bite before we have to switch. Take one more bite. Say parasocial hat on. Say ah. Ow. Okay, yeah. Please hold the batteries at 2%. Okay, I'm gonna preemptively switch out the battery. So you guys are gonna die for a second. Okay. Let me just get my glove off first. This glove is so hard to take off. Okay. Alright, chat, hold on. You guys are gonna die for a second. Okay, chat, you might be able to hear me, but you guys are blind. Hold on. Okay, that seems like an okay spot. All right, we're back. Oh, guys, that's very uneven. I will adjust you guys in 1 second. Glove, come on, come here. Stop fighting me. Actually, you guys are okay. Maybe just like a tiny adjustment. And we'll call it. It's fine. We're good. You guys are doing fine. If the camera's tilted, just tilt your head slightly. If it bothers you, just tilt your own head slightly. Thank you for the parasocial feeding. Yeah, everyone gets to eat, and then I also can feel like I'm not eating alone. I have company. You guys are my company. Yeah, what other shows, other anime I want to cook from? Okay, first of all, actually, slightly off topic. It doesn't come until September, but I also ordered the Persona cookbook. If you played any of the Persona games, it's a recipe book with dishes from Persona 3, 4, and 5. So I'm excited to do that. So that might be an additional series that starts in like September, but we'll see. Because that sounds really cool too. There's definitely some dishes that I'm excited to make from that. But yeah, other animes that we could do dishes from. I want to try to see. This would be more of a less common thing, but I would definitely want to try to see if I can make some dishes, quote unquote, make some dishes from like Dungeon Meshi. I don't know. I assume some of you guys have watched Dungeon Meshi, or what's the English name? Delicious in Dungeon. That would have some cool things that we could try to do. You know, campfire cooking in another world. I don't know that one specifically. I've watched what's it called? Restaurant in another world. The one where it's like a human chef that gets teleported into this like restaurant that's like in purgatory between the different worlds, and then there's like this cute dragon maid, and I think she's a demon actually. This cute like goat demon maid. So I watched that. I don't think I've watched Campfire Cooking in Another World. I think I've heard of it. I have like a vague memory of that name in the back of my mind, but no, I don't think I've seen that. You have the Elder Scrolls cooking book? I don't know what I want to eat from Elder Scrolls other than like a sweet roll. You want someone steal your sweet roll? Like that's the only dish I can think of about in Elder Scrolls. I don't know what else. Maybe like boiled mud crabs? But that's just like crabs. So I don't know what else it has. It has skooma recipe? That's illegal! You can't make skooma? If we make skooma on stream, we're gonna get in trouble. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of cookbooks out there. I know there's a Monster Hunter cookbook. I heard it's not very good. I want to do I think there's an unofficial One Piece cookbook as well, but there's definitely dishes in One Piece that I want to try. Including just like getting a whole stinking like a prime rib or something and just putting 2 bones in it and then make it like meat on the bone. Where's the kitty cat? I don't know where he is right now. He walked away. He gave up because I wasn't giving him food. I wasn't giving him treats, so I think he gave up. He walked away. I don't know where he is right now. He might come back later. We'll see. All right, chat. This is your guys' last bite. All right, say ah. Parasocial hat on and say ah. Okay. Don't worry. The more when you tune into the stream, Kitty Cat is gonna inevitably be here pretty often, so it's not your only time, your only chance to see him. He'll be back. If not today, next time. Because we'll be streaming again on we do more cooking on Saturday. This week for the Stardew Valley cookbook. This week we were making clam chowder on Saturday. I've never made clam chowder before. So I'm excited to try. I have to go to the seafood market. On either Saturday morning or Friday evening to go get clams. Because I could use like canned clams or like frozen, but that's kind of lame. It's not gonna be that yummy. I want to go to the market and get like fresh clams. Child, I've told you before, I live somewhere on the west coast of America / Canada. Somewhere on that line, on the west coast, I live on. And I have very, very easy access to seafood. So whenever I have to get seafood for a recipe, I want to get it fresh. That's the goal. So like for clam chowder, I want to go get clams. I think somewhere down the line there's like a carp thing in the cookbook. I will probably go and get like fresh, some kind of whitefish from the seafood market. Not necessarily, it might not necessarily be carp, but some kind of whitefish. Clams in cans aren't that fresh. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had clams in a can. That doesn't sound great. Or like oysters in a can. Doesn't sound very yummy. Because I feel like especially clams and oysters, like that kind of stuff has to be like fresh. I feel like that kind of stuff has to be fresh, otherwise it's like no good. Yeah. Okay. What else can we cook in the future? I have a whole bunch of recipes saved from like TikTok and stuff like that of recipes I want to cook. So I got a big backlog. But chat, if you guys want to make suggestions on what to cook, the Discord is always open, and you can post in either, I don't know, like general or in like the food channel if there's something you guys want to see me cook. So if you're not already in the Discord, if you're on YouTube or on Twitch, which you should be because I'm not streaming on TikTok right now, so all of you are on YouTube and Twitch. Down below there should be a link to the Discord. If you haven't joined already, go ahead and join it, and then me and Kumo will be in there and chat sometimes. And then if you want to make suggestions for what to cook, that's always there too. If you're cooking along or you just do your own cooking, I always encourage everyone to share their results in there as well. I love seeing everyone's dishes. If you got pets, you want to show off your pets, you can also do that too. If you haven't joined the Discord, we'll join very soon. Yeah, it should be in the description for any of the YouTube streams or YouTube videos. It's in my bio on the Twitch if you're watching on the Twitch. Yeah. Other than that, we're more or less done for today, right? What else do we gotta do? That's it, right? Schedule, I guess. Schedule is Friday. We are playing Monster Hunter. Friday will be a game day. Friday, there's a new update for Monster Hunter. There's a new update for Monster Hunter coming out where we fight the Mitsutsune, the bubble dragon. So I'm playing that with Kumo as well as Teku. And we're gonna play Monster Hunter on Friday. Saturday we will be doing some more cooking. Like I said, clam chowder. It'll be the Stardew Valley cookbook. Never made clam chowder before. We're gonna do our best. Shouldn't be that hard, I feel like. I got all the ingredients, I'm just missing the clams. I'm gonna go get the clams day of. And then Saturday night will be Kumo and I will be playing Split Fiction, finishing that game. If you haven't watched Split Fiction, if you haven't watched us play Split Fiction, I really recommend it. That's a really fun game. Super fun to watch, really funny. Yeah. And then other than that, that's my week. Next week, I think it might be a break week for me, or it'll be very light on streams because I have a lot of IRL work to do next week, so I might not be able to stream very much, if at all. But I will keep you guys updated on Twitter, on Discord, all that kind of stuff, and make announcements about this and that. Schedules are also always on there. Schedules are always on Twitter. Schedules are always on Discord. So if you want to keep track of when I stream next, that's the best place to go. That's also where that's where I say if I end up needing to cancel stream or anything like that. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Today was a really good time making the Mapo tofu and talk with everyone. Yeah, super successful. I didn't give a rating. I'm gonna give today's dish 7 out of 10. I think it definitely could have made it better, but I think it still turned out quite good. Very comforting, very yummy. And this will be a great meal for me for the next couple days. Yeah, that'll be it for today. Thank you all for watching. I will be back on Friday evening for Monster Hunter, or if you're just interested in the cooking, I'll be back Saturday afternoon. Yeah. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!